Betts was able to draw in the top half of the ninth inning. Hakeem, it was huge because that was the difference in the game. And there was a play in the fourth inning that we're going to get into that was one of the wildest plays you'll ever see in baseball history. Dodgers trying to make some baseball history, trying to get back to the World Series. They haven't seen a team go back-to-back since the Yankees in 98, 99, and 2000. Dodgers trying to do that as they try to get past the Brewers, and for now they got a 1-0 series lead. Heavy hitters back in the house. Welcoming former first-round pick Lewis Brinson, CBS Sports national baseball reporter Julian McWilliams, and World Series champ Will Middlebrooks. Will in the wall. My goodness, what a game that was. Lewis, just your instant reaction to how that game played out. It was bonkers.
It was bonkers, man. We were sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, are the Dodgers going to pull this out? Are they going to pull it out? Are the Brewers going to pull this out? Well, I didn't expect them to make a comeback, honestly, there in the ninth inning. But how big is that walk by Mookie Betts?
Huge.
Huge. And he did a similar thing in Game 4, I want to say, of the DS, where they walked Ohtani to get to Mookie Betts, bases loaded, and he's like, you know what? I'm Mookie Betts. I'm very patient. It's tough to get a guy like Mookie Betts in that situation to chase out of the zone and expand, but that came out to be a big at-bat, and the Dodgers hold him out. And,
Will, the story of this game is one Blake Snell, who signed a massive contract in the offseason, 5 years, $182 million. You'll remember he was pulled from Game 6 of the 2020 World Series by Kevin Cash. Dave Roberts was the manager in the other dugout. Dave Roberts does not pull him here in this game. He goes 8 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts. How ridiculous is this, Will? He pitched out of the stretch just 5 times in this game. What did you see from Blake Snell?
Well, it's 2 starts in a row that he's been dialed, right? So in his last start, he went 6 innings, and it was like, oh, he finally threw more than 5, and then he did it twice, right? These last 2 starts, 14 innings pitched, 2 hits, 19 strikeouts, and he did it against 2 good offenses, too. The Phillies were 8th in baseball in runs scored. The Brewers were 3rd, and I thought it was interesting how he went about it today. He pitched backwards a lot, tons of changeups and curveballs to get ahead, and then blowing doors off with 98 later in counts. He threw 38% changeups and only 28% fastballs, and he had upper 90s fastball, so that's making it play up even more. He had 22 swing and misses, 14 on the changeup. The Brewers as a team had 10. He was unbelievable tonight.
Julian, he retired 17 in a row. I mean, this is stuff of legendary status when you're talking about what he's trying to accomplish and win a World Series with the Dodgers. This is what LA, of course, needed from Blake Snell here in Game 1. But to send that kind of statement, what did he just say about this postseason with that outing?
That he can carry a team. I think that means that, right? He can carry a team. The Dodgers have not hit well this entire postseason like that. Ohtani hasn't gotten going. Freddie Freeman finally got going today, but it's been their pitching. It's been Blake Snell who's been able to do this. This is why they went out and got him, but this is also why we're looking at a team like the Dodgers and you're saying, how can they get to their bullpen? How can we get to their bullpen? And you can't get to their bullpen because you got Blake Snell going 8 innings.
Incredible. Let me give you this. 8 innings, 1 hit, 0 walks, 10 strikeouts. First pitcher in postseason history with that line. First pitcher, end of list. There's no other pitcher who's done that. I mean, that is how historic and how magnificent he was here in Game 1. I want to take you back to the 4th inning. The most bonkers play you will see of this postseason. Maybe we'll have more bonkers plays, but this is one of the wildest plays you'll ever see in postseason baseball history. Lewis, you were a center fielder. Sal Frelick with the bases loaded. Walk me through this. This ended up being a double play.
Yeah. The old the old 8-6 to 1 or to 2 double play.
8-6-2 double play.
8-6. We gotta find out. Research team, is that the first time in MLB history that has happened? But yeah, as a center fielder, you go back, you miss the ball. I don't even know if Sal Frelick knew that it hit off the fence. Definitely the third base coach and Teoscar Hernandez did not see. It's tough to see with that angle. It's far out there that it hit the wall after it initially ricocheted off of Sal Frelick's glove. So as Teoscar third base, you're going back, you got to tag up, and you think he caught the ball. He didn't. You go back, you try to tag up again, you go home, and how they got him at home plate baffles me. And then at the same time, it's bases loaded.
Yep.
So you have a force out at home. They got the force out at home, and then you get the force out at third base because Will Smith did not go to third base because of all the confusion going on. So now you got a double play, and that was just a wild, wild play. We walked in at the end of the play like, what is going on? And you saw Sal Frelick's reaction like, what just happened?
Will, you know that I like to criticize umpires for not doing their job, but I will say that the left field umpire did a fantastic job letting everybody know with the safe call. My question for you is, wouldn't the third base coach be looking at the umpire in that situation? Is there a situation where the third base coach is looking at the umpire on a play like that so that there's not, hey, get back? The runner knows he needs to get back to the bag.
So, no, I would say he's not looking at the umpire initially. He's looking at the play. He's watching the ball. And from that angle, you can't tell that it hit the wall. You don't have that depth perception. So your eyes go from the play then to the umpire, and at that point, it's just chaos, and everyone is just spinning. By the way, that's got to be the first double play ground out that never hit the ground, right?
Gotta be.
That's crazy. So when that play happened, and then the ball that Mookie smoked to Bryce Terang in the fifth, and they turned the double play, I'm going, man, all right, everything. Even though Snell's shoving, it feels like all these things are going right for the Brewers to somehow win this game, but the Dodgers are going to be the Dodgers.
Dodgers able to win this game because you think they should have had a bunch of runs right there, at least one run in that situation. They hang on to win by a run. As we flip the page to game 2, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Freddie Peralta. And Julian, look, this is another tough ask for the Brewers to break through against this guy. And also for the Dodgers, Freddie Peralta has been pitching extremely well.
Yeah, I think just for the Brewers, you're just happy that it's not Blake Snell again, right? It can't be anything better than that. I'd be shocked if it was anything better than that. But look, Freddie Peralta has been exceptional this season. And I think if you have him going into game 2, Lou, me and you were talking about it. We were saying if they would figure out a way to steal this game, and then they come back for game 2 with Freddie Peralta on the mound, you got to feel good about your chances. I still feel like they feel good about their chances going to this next game. They're a scrappy team. They know how to win games. And my goodness, they almost pulled it out there, which is crazy to fathom considering the type of night that Blake Snell had and how good Sasaki has been up until this point.
Absolutely. And you got Freddie, like you said, you got Freddie Peralta, you got your ace on the mound. I thought he was going tonight, but ended up going game 2. But as the Brewers, they didn't get blown out tonight. It was a game the entire game. The bullpen did an exceptional job shutting down the Dodgers lineup. They have the best ERA this postseason so far. So the bullpen did their job. They kept them in the game, but you got Freddie Peralta going game 2. You have a bunch of confidence in him. The series is not over by any means. Like I said, the Brewers were in this game the entire game. So I think they have plenty of confidence in themselves. Again, Brewers most wins in baseball this year. They got plenty of confidence in themselves to go into game 2, take game 2, go into LA, and figure it out from there.
Well, it's a first for the Dodgers. It's the first time they have defeated the Brewers all season long. It comes here in game 1 of the NLCS. Lewis Brinson, Julie McWilliams, Will Middlebrooks here with us on CBS Sports HQ. Men, thank you, and they will be with us throughout the postseason here on CBS Sports HQ. Blake Snell was awesome in this game. It was Snell you later. Again, 8 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts. First pitcher in postseason history with that line. And now LA has a 1-0 series lead. Game 2 on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.